Virgo, what's going on? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm just getting ready to do your January 2021 mid-month tarot card reading. And for those of you first-timers for the mid-month, I used the Starman tarot card deck. And this came with a companion book, and there was a tarot spread in it called the Starguide. So this is what I use for the mid-month, and I do this once a month. Anyway, so this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And of course, any Virgo cross watchers. And just so you guys know, I do keep my intros short because I'm the worst talk show host of all time. And my aim is to give you a great reading, not a great story. So anyway, thanks again for being here, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, show me some love in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. So let's just get right on into the reading. I'm going to pull a card that is going to look at the present situation available for Virgo based on the collective energy at the time I do the reading. So you have the Prince of Pentacles. This is the Prince of Coins. So there could be an opportunity for you guys to be looking at what happened in the past and not listening to your intuition, your guides moving into the future. This is a very telling card. If you really just look at the position of the prince on the horse, he's got his back to the future. Okay, so this is very important for you not to turn your back on the future when it presents itself. You might feel like you're not ready, but you know, things are presented to you in divine and perfect timing. So someone thinks you're ready. You know, your guardian angel thinks you're ready. The universe thinks you're ready. So it's going to be an important time not to wallow in what happened, even though some things are more charged with negative energy than others. So at least listen. You know, don't tune something out completely and put up a barrier like you see this ghetto blaster here, just really deafening out the future. So be very mindful of that. You know, the future is going to come knocking, so you want to at least listen to the offer before you completely tune it out. Cause of conflict. So I went to grab one card and I actually grabbed two, so we'll have a look at both of them. So you've got the Five of Wands. This is your cause of conflict right away. You might not be ready to hear which is what I was getting from the Prince of Pentacles. This Five of Wands represents divine and perfect timing. And again, like waiting for things to be perfect. Like if everybody waited for circumstances to be 100% perfect before they took the next step, nobody would ever do anything, you know? And here's the Sun card. And this is talking about a wild abundance, but you're probably not seeing it, you know? It's a little bit unsettling, you know. You don't want to be in 10 years kicking yourself for not, like, oh, if only I had bought that stock, you know, if only I had responded to that person on that dating app, you know, where would we be then? And that's not a great nostalgia to have. So even if you're not ready, it's like time to pick up the pieces and kind of pull up your socks and move forward. You know, and give yourself a little pep talk and say, okay, I'm just going to listen, you know, and maybe I'll like what I hear, but at least I tried, you know, at least try, Virgo. And let's see changes needed in order to face this challenge. Can't believe how these cards come out sometimes. This is the Hanged Man, and he's literally hanging upside down because he wants you to change your perspective and take a couple steps back and remove this barrier. Remove this barrier that you see in the Prince of Pentacles card with that ghetto blaster that is absolutely just demolishing any incoming messages. And, you know, release your need to feel like everything has to be perfect or I'm not going to do it, you know. And the more that you postpone, the harder it'll be to sort of get back in the swing of things, you know. And you could be telling yourself, well, that's just not enough. It's not the right thing. You've got the card of the Sun, which is representing ultimate abundance. And you could say, well, you know, it's only 98% what I want. It's not 100%. So I'm just going to sit back and wait for 100% to come along. And when does that happen? Like, when do you get 100% of what you need in one thing, you know? So, and that could also be just yourself saying, well, I'm just going to be a little bit nitpicky so I don't have to bother joining in. So the Hanged Man, this is the change needed in order to face your conflict. Look at things in a different way and really look at your rationale. Like, why are you doing that? You know, like, I have an extreme social anxiety, right? So, and it hasn't happened so much lately because we're on a lockdown, but, you know, if I was ever going anywhere to socialize, I would kind of talk myself out of it before I would even get out the door, you know? Oh, maybe I won't find parking, or, you know, something like that. Or maybe somebody I don't like will be there, you know what I mean? And just find different ways to talk myself out of it, and then not go, and then feel bad for not going. So this is kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's like you're trying to talk yourself out of going to this offering that is probably going to be something, if not perfect, like, it's going to be close. So your spirit guides are going, can you please look at your thoughts really closely, be very honest with yourself as to why you're going to put up a wall between what could happen next for you and why you would want to stay where you are and not take advantage of that opportunity to leap, okay? So let's have a card for your strengths here, Virgo. Oh, man. It looks like you're really deeply entrenched in really wanting to sort of stave off things. You know, you've got the Five of Swords, and this is the energy of getting yourself through a battlefield, but this is kind of like really focusing on the battle rather than the outcome, you know. So you have 2 5s in your reading right now, so that's an angel number 5-5. So you might want to have a look at that after the reading. But again, look at this 5 of Swords. So maybe you are really good at that. Maybe you are good at deflecting things that might be good for you, you know. And that is a strength and a detriment, you know, because living with a sense of regret, Virgo, is not a fun place to be. So I pulled these 2 5s over to the side because the 5s are not great energy. You know, it's a sense of lack. It's a sense of, you know, sort of balking at universal energy. And, you know, you could talk yourself out of something really significant right now, in the sense of trying to protect yourself, you know. You've got the 5 of Wands where it's all like, it's kind of like kung fu fighting. And then you've got 5 of Swords, which is like a huge battlefield. So let me pull a card over top of that. And the card I've got for you over top of it is the 9 of Wands. So how tired are you of fighting this battle with yourself? There could be some sort of sense that you're not worthy, or you don't deserve what is about to happen next, or maybe you think something else. Maybe it's in the reverse. Maybe somebody doesn't deserve access to you. Yeah, you got to find a workaround here, guys. 9 of Wands is just exhausted from this battle. Look at this poor guy. Like, let's put him on the sidelines a little bit so he can heal. Like, I feel bad for this dude. You know what I'm saying? So, you could be just a little bit battle weary, you know? And now that something really worth your time, really worth your effort, has come in, you're going to go through that same routine again to sort of like, no, just sort of protect your heart, right? So let's see any other challenges here for you guys. You've got the 4 of Pentacles. So you're definitely getting a sense in this reading that whatever is going to happen won't be worth your time. You know, the 4 of Pentacles is looking at something and just everything negative. You know, if it's a job offer, well, it's a little bit outside of how far I want to drive, or, you know, just giving little tiny excuses of convenience to stay sort of in your safe bubble here. So You guys need a super big pep talk. You know, you might really want to call in whatever angel you associate yourself with most. For me, it's Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. You know, if you've got a guardian angel, if you've got a particularly, you know, if you've got a companion animal that humors you by listening to your conversations, you know, go sit and like really just pour your heart out. Can be really hard to observe your own thoughts and say to yourself, you know, if you're doing it quietly, well, this is the reason I don't want to do that. And look at that really with a naked eye. It can be very vulnerable, but if you give yourself somebody to talk to, and it doesn't have to be another human because maybe you don't want to get judged on something, that's when you bring in your team and spirit. You know, that's when you talk to your pet or cry or whatever, and it feels completely different. So I really feel like Archangel Sandalphon is here for you guys. He's just made his presence known to me, and it's very warm. Wow, okay, that's very overwhelming. He just kind of stepped in and wanted me to tell you guys that if you have something to unburden from yourself that you really would prefer not to have a human audience for, just sit down in a state of meditation and call him in, and he will listen to you. Wow, he's very powerful, and he will help you through the situation so that you can actually get what you deserve, what is coming in for you, you know, and you'll be able to change your perspective on it, and he's willing to help you right now. Wow, okay, so I'm pulling an outcome card for you guys. See, that's more like it. This is your Three of Wands energy where you're ready to go on to the next level. So you might need a little bit of an otherworldly push, you know, and you could probably find an Archangel Sandalphon meditation. I just saw angel number 1212, so check that out, you guys. Angel numbers are very powerful in your reading right now, so you know that you have angelic support. Angel number 222. Please look these numbers up after the reading, you guys. It means so much. And you could be bolstered to continue your journey, even if it's been a difficult and challenging one, and you don't feel like it's time. Your angels, they know it's your time to blossom forth into the next step of your journey. And, you know, you can put everything else behind you because it's in the past now. And what you have is the present and moving on forward into the future. So beautiful message of support here from your angels, and particularly Archangel Sandalphon. So really, really lean on Sandalphon. Okay, guys? So beautiful reading for you guys, and I just want to send you guys love and light. Take care. Bye.